Three, two, one.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to Project Soylent Green, where the special ingredient is the people. And speaking of the people, I am not your host. I am Johnny Utah. To my west, my far west, we have the one and only Frozone. And a little bit closer to the west, we've got the man, the myth, the legend, and our real host,
Thank you so
Syniax.
much for that introduction. That was so beautiful. I'm going to take a moment to cry about this.
Yes, but no dead air. All right,
Oh, there
dead air
goes
is
the
bad.
infamous bathroom picture by Bravo from work. All right. So pretty much I got this little setup right now. The whole thing. We're going to start off with some soft news and then we're going to go into it. We're going to start off with PSN right now. PSN Plus came out with two games. Fury, garbage. Sorry. Um,
Oh, it
and
really
what was
is.
the other one? Saints Row, Get Out of Hell or some shit like that. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, Saints Row Get Out of
James,
Hell.
tell us about it so I could tell everybody that the thing is live.
Oh well, Get Out of Hell. It's if you've ever played Saints Row, it's Saints Row. It's essentially it feels like an old school Grand Theft Auto game. You know, you get in there, you do what you want. However, it's got the sense of humor that Grand Theft Auto lost. Um, I'm not a big fan of the controls of it. It's very old school in that way, but it's a lot of fun. You just get in there, do whatever the fuck you want, and yeah, it can be a lot of fun for
And
the
what
right
about
people.
Fury? Did it make you furious?
Oh god, it really did. I I turned that game off after about an hour. I couldn't do it. Um, it's like you do one boss battle, and then you have to walk 5 fucking minutes to get to the next boss. But then when you get to the next boss, you have to walk inside the cell to get to the boss. And you walk about a mile a fucking hour. I mean, it's like it's the slowest moving game I've ever played. I don't want to walk in a video game. I want developers to know this. I walk in real life. I want to run in a video game. That's the way it
Sounds
should
just
be.
about right. Have you tried out any of the new PlayStation games, Frozone?
I haven't touched any of them. My life
Why are
has
you
been
lying?
destroyed
You,
by
you were playing with
certain
Paragon
things.
the other night.
Um, you're absolutely right. I've been enjoying Paragon, and
Liar,
I
liar,
want to be the
pants on
first to
fire.
say that initially when I saw trailers and stuff when it was coming to PS4, I was like, another MOBA. I'm not impressed. Blah. And a buddy of mine told me to download it, and I did, and I play nothing but Paragon now.
Nice.
Yeah, out. I was actually playing that earlier today
And what'd you
myself.
think of it so far?
It's it's a MOBA. You like it or you hate it. I'm sort of still on the fence on pretty much all MOBAs because I kind of enjoy it, but I know what it can do to one's social life.
Yeah, I'm not about that mobile life. I try. It's fun. It's definitely fun with friends, definitely. But yeah, today's topic is definitely Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go was just, some random rumor at first and eventually things were getting worked on. They showed this one trailer that blew our minds of what Pokemon Go could possibly do one day. I highly doubt it, but yes, highly doubt it. But what they've given us so far when this app came out, it is tremendous. Even though it's a what they called like a bare bones type of game at the moment, because all we can do is catch them and battle at the gym. That's pretty much about it. We have two moves per Pokemon. There's many things going on, and so far it's been a great experience, except for all the glitches, the bugs that we're running into, a lot of frozen balls all over the place. Um, Frozone, what was your first experience like with Pokemon Go? First day.
Well, my first experience, first launch experience, because I did get the chance to participate in the beta, which was pretty cool, was, oh my goodness, it's actually out. Because I heard from a rumor, or not rumor, but I heard from the grapevine of the internet that it could possibly be out. So I had to go check my phone and realize that there was an update for it because I still had the beta. So I jumped on it. I noticed the immediate changes, and it's cool. It forces you to do one thing that you're normally not used to doing when you're playing a game, which is get out of the house or the room or the dorm or wherever you are where you game. You have to get out and you have to move around. Now,
For some people.
for some
Broken.
people, if you're trying to gain levels and experience and get all the different types of Pokemon, so it's awesome in that way. But I never thought it was going to be as addictive as it is by actually playing it. Because, like I said, I told a buddy of mine, I
Connection lost. Connected.
to and from work now because I have to swing through downtown Yuma because of all the Pokestops and like my resupply. That's my resupply run now. Like it's changed the way I live. That's my first impression.
Yeah, I mean, I never played Pokemon growing up. I guess I was like counterculture when it comes to that, being 30 something years old and not playing Pokemon on the Game Boy or anything like that. But I gotta admit, after seeing who was making the game and playing their last game, which um, not many people did, which I can't honestly remember the name of it right now, but I kind of figured it was going to be pretty good. It's actually less polished than I thought it would be coming out, but it it is a lot of fun, even though I am unable to get up and walk around as much as the game kind of
Yeah,
requires right now.
that's one thing, and one of the jokes. This one made me cry a little bit. Apparently, Pokemon Go has done more for child obesity than Michelle Obama. Yes,
Mm,
yes.
mm, say it ain't
I
so.
oh.
Score
Yeah,
one for
seriously,
Pokemon.
because what's funny about the entire thing is like that's the major thing. You have to walk around. Yes, there are people out there. They're trying to cheat. They're trying to, I think it's like GPS spoofing at this point. They're gonna end up getting like soft bans. Apparently, they're probably gonna be as friendly as Blizzard about this at this point. But this game is no joke. I don't know what areas you have around you, Frozone. Well, and then James, 13, you moved to Johnny Utah. Shit, we need to get this.
Wait, who am I?
Bob,
Who am I?
no,
Where?
you live in Cocoa Beach, so you haven't been able to see much of what's going on in that area. But out in Orlando, we have a place called Lake Eola. And for some odd apparent reason, everybody and their mothers, no, seriously, their mothers are out there capturing Pokemon, battling for the gyms out there. It's really ridiculous at this rate. It
Oh, I actually saw a picture on the internet. Apparently, a couple of girls rented a canoe and rowed out into the middle of the lake to take on a gym that was in the
Oh
middle of the
yes,
lake for
Lake
some reason.
Eola. Yep. Oh, it
Oh no,
wasn't.
it wasn't Lake Eola. It was No, it was some random lake. I wish knew where it was, but it was definitely not Lake Eola because there was, not the Orlando skyline behind it. But oh my, I couldn't believe people are actually spending real money to get a canoe to go, take on a gym
No,
in the
and
middle
yeah,
of a
that's
lake.
exactly what's going on. It's really ridiculous. Like they're everywhere. We had an experience, me and my fiance. I was coming back from work, whatever. She picked me up from work. We're driving down and we noticed a couple of Pokestops and they both had lures on them for some reason. So we drove over there to find this is a Walmart not many people really go to, first off. The second off, literally like 4 to 5 cars just parked there and everybody's on their phones playing Pokemon. Just stationed.
So I got something.
Go
I
for
got
it.
something to add to that. So I live in a small town, Yuma, Arizona, right? During the summer, it's the blazing hot desert. We're known as the vegetable capital of the winter. So during the summer, it's 90,000 people. During the winter, it's over 200,000 because people come south. Anyway, in downtown historic Yuma, it's very small. It's one street. It's about 6 or 7 blocks, and you don't go down this street, on early morning days because there's no reason to. Everything is closed. This past Sunday, I was actually me getting off a GameStop on Saturday night. My manager told me, "Hey man, you should swing by downtown because it has a lot of Pokestops." And I was like, "All right, cool, I'll check it out." So I go Sunday. I go Sunday morning around 9. There's no cars out there because the club closed. No reason to be there. So I'm doing my alleged 10-mile-an-hour cruise, to hit all my stops at a right pace, and I start noticing cars that are kind of driving, doing the same thing I'm doing. So you never know. Maybe they could be checking the area out. I'm seeing the same 7 or 8 cars as I do my lap around the block or the couple of blocks, the little route that I'm doing. The same Toyota Corolla, the same minivan, the same Ford Taurus. And I'm just like, it can't be. There's no way that all of these guys are playing Pokemon Go. Like, there's a convoy of
Yes, a
vehicles
convoy.
doing the same thing I'm doing on a Sunday
Convoy.
morning.
A Pokevoy. There
Pokeboy.
we go. Of
A
vehicles.
Pokeboy.
That's it, and that's pretty much what Pokemon's done. It's no joke at this point. It's something that like everybody took as, okay, it's Pokemon, not many people are gonna get into it. A lot of the old heads definitely gonna try to go into it. But it's more or less it's the old heads, the hard hitters, and just a random selection of people that play it. Like I have a supervisor that came into the admin room one day and told me like, "Hey, how do you do this? How do you play this game?" What are you talking about? You're not supposed to be doing that. That's not no. You're not supposed to play Pokemon. That's us, not you. You made fun of us for video gaming. Now you what? It is what it is. To each their its own. But everybody's playing it and it's amazing.
Well, the mobile gaming market has just skyrocketed. I mean, everybody was playing the Soda Crush Saga or whatever, and it seems like a lot of those people combined with all the old Pokemon heads have all combined into this massive group, whereas just like everybody who owns a phone is playing Pokemon Go.
That's amazing.
I think.
And
I
I'll
think.
be honest, it's kind of pissed me off because I hate the fact that it's hard to sign on sometimes.
Yeah, it definitely it has a lot of issues. It really does. That's definitely what I want to cover up next is they're not playing around with these issues and they got to really fix it up because some of the serious glitches are really going to kind of cut down as far as the population is concerned. And in a way, it's almost good, but at the same time, it's bad because I like the vibe that Pokemon Go has. And a couple of issues I'm going to throw out there so we can discuss on is the disconnection of servers. Usually it's responsible for like I think it's like one of 3 things. Usually it's either your internet, their servers, or just the phone company itself. You have the situations with the balls. I have frozen balls all the time. I lost a 954 Slowbro today for a ball.
Honestly, frozen balls kind of sounds
It
like a
sounds
personal
like
problem.
it's like a blue
moving
ball
on.
issue. Like that's what we're gonna start calling them. They're
They
blue
think
balls.
so. They think so.
And it's getting to that point where it's like some of them are a little bit aggravating than more, than others, I guess. What was it? What experiences have you had with glitches here and there, Frozone?
I honestly am frustrated to the point that I've contemplated
Oh,
breaking my
you're gonna be
phone
that
several
guy.
times.
Yes.
I lost a Bulbasaur because of server issues. There's only 2 Pokemon I've ever seen that I have not caught, and it's the Onix and the Bulbasaur. The Onix it had question marks for its combat power, and the Bulbasaur, I caught it, the ball dropped, and the ball looked at me, and I looked at it, and then it looked at me, and the music played, and it was just that awkward moment of silence where
And then
it
a
didn't do
tear came to
anything else.
your eye.
Yeah, so I had to close my application and reopen it. And sometimes it had worked in the past where if it did freeze up, that last data transmission, would help you out, and maybe you did catch it and it would just show up, but not for me. And it's really affecting my fun factor for the game because I worked for it. I'm outside. I'm here. I'm doing the stuff that you wanted me to do, and I'm not getting rewarded for my
Oh
effort.
yeah. And what was it? James, have you had any glitches of any sort? Johnny?
Johnny?
Shit.
Yes, I have.
Johnny.
Johnny fucking Utah, right?
Just gonna call you Johnny from now on. Have other people look at me weird.
Well, I have had a few issues. The main one is trying to sign on. It seems like every time I try to sign on between 4 and 6 o'clock, I have to sit there for half an hour, just opening the program, exiting back out, opening the program, exiting back out, because I just can't get onto the server. Now, it doesn't matter if I'm at home, if I'm at work, if I'm on Wi-Fi, if I'm on cell. I've tried all different things, and it just seems like everybody gets on at that time and it overloads the servers. Now, I know that is gonna calm down. That's always an issue every time a popular game comes out. Servers always get overloaded. Right now, it's kind of pissing me off. The other thing, I'm tired of my phone not doing well with the augmented reality portion, where I try to toss the Pokeball at it and it either doesn't register how far I tossed it, or if it just completely overshoots because it just isn't working properly. That may be my phone. I mean, I do have the Nexus 5X, so it's a relatively new phone, decent phone, not the greatest thing on the market, but it should be able to handle the game better than it
I
does.
would think that's probably like a regular just glitch itself, because there's times where if I've thrown the ball and it would curve in such a disrespectful way, it was obscene. Like, I know I went straight down the
Yeah.
the middle, but the game has its issues for the most part. Um,
Yeah, I like toss it and it'll just like barely dribble off the, you know, yeah.
Now, I had a question about that. Do you think, is that like, because I found a Charmander when I went hiking for the first time, and I was going to catch some Pokemon too. And when I saw him, I had the little orange little circle thing to let me know difficulty, and I was throwing the ball at it straight up, and then it curved to the right. But if I threw it straight to the left, it would just go straight. So is that a mechanic
it's
or?
possible, because I know there's a what was it? There's a whole thing with the curveball situation when you like shake the ball a little bit and then you throw it. Does the curve,
Hmm.
but maybe sometimes it accidentally does that when you throw it to the left. It's it's something that in
So,
time hopefully they fix these situations, because all in all, like, we're losing Pokemon left and right, and there's times where I would have up to 100 plus balls, and I'm down to like two because Zubat just doesn't want to stay still. But another thing that we have, and this is definitely something popular right now, is the gym battles. At the airport, we have what access to, I think it was like 3 gyms in like our immediate area for the most part. Those those
Yeah, something
gyms,
like
I think
that.
it was like the Hyatt Fountain. What was it? The Snow White, and then there was one on Airside for the dedication plaque. Those gyms are fought for the entire day. That's it. Like, I'm glad I can claim it and then grab my bonus and I'm out, because these gym battles are getting out of hand right now. And then what's crazy is the glitches there. I don't know if you've experienced them with that, at least from some of the battles, is when you try to kill a Pokemon, there's this called the 1 HP glitch, where literally you can throw everything you
yes.
have at it and it's going to hold on to that 1 HP and be like, bro, you're going to die. And he keeps hitting you. He hits you with everything he has and you're out. That's it.
Nice. Yeah, I have
Definitely.
not experienced that yet.
I've definitely ran into that. I actually was battling a gym 2 days ago. Actually, was it last night? No, it was last night before I got home. I found a gym. Team Valor was holding onto a gym, and it had an Arcanine that was there that was clearly outmatching my highest by 200. But in all fairness, I get a couple of Pokemon to choose from. And as I'm attacking this gym, I'm like, yes, I'm finally gonna get it. I'm finally gonna get it. I got the prestige down, and then my game glitches in the middle of the fight. It wipes out all my remaining Pokemon, but then somehow it said that I won, and I was like, all right, cool. So then the gym went white. So I go to claim it. I get an error. Like it literally says error at the top. I close my app. I open it back up. Team Mystic has the gym. I'm like, what? What is this
Yeah,
garbage?
that,
I
that
worked
that's
for that.
one of the messed up parts. Is, in my opinion, this is something I hope Nintendo starts to hear out, especially what was it? Well, the people behind the actual game most likely starts to hear is there's that moment, and I pulled this one off today, knowing that it's out there. I wouldn't say it's an exploit in a sense, but it's very sneaky. It's very messed up. But I went to GameStop today, said hello to the guys and stuff like that. We were all talking about, this and this and that about Pokemon Go, little experience here, little experience there, showed off our Pokemons. And they were talking about that, people that work at the Walmart right next door, they have the gym right now. So now it's like this all out war between Walmart and GameStop. And they're having this whole thing. So they sent off 2 of their GameStop employees to claim the gym. Yes, apparently this is a duty at their job. And they went over there. They were about to grab the gym. They defeated, I think, the Walmart people. And as soon as it went gray, I hit the plus sign and I dropped off my Pokemon and walked away. That's it. They literally took, I think it was I think the Venusaur had like 1,000 something. It was something else or whatever. I think it was like a Golbat and then another Pokemon or whatever. They're around, I'm going to say like around 6, 7, and then like 1,000. They took care of all that. And I dropped in my Vaporeon that was like 800 and claimed my bonus and I was out. That was it. I'm pretty sure they whooped my ass like at some
You're a
point.
douchebag.
But even though that they knew that I was Team Instinct, I wanted them to know that I was going to take that gym at some point. So I hope they know that was me at some point. But then I went across the street and took over that apartment complex's gym. And I actually held that one for, I think, probably like half a day till I guess people got home and whooped my ass again. But yeah,
Nice.
gym stealing is an issue, and hopefully it fixes it to the point where it's, if you finish that battle, you're the one that got like that last hit somehow to register it, it should just drop like I guess, would it drop the Pokemon? But, they're not going to let you put a Pokemon that's been hurt. So I guess your second best. I don't know. There should be a way to like just have it, throw in your Pokemon in there, hold down the spot, don't leave it, don't let it go white. Because once it goes white, someone else can claim it, and in the timing of you getting out of the battle, trying to put potions into your Pokemon or like your best Pokemon you want to drop into the gym, somebody's gonna grab that gym.
Well, I mean, all they have to really do is put a little timer on there, give you a certain amount of time to get a Pokemon in there
That
to
would
claim
also
it.
be a good thing too, if they could drop a timer. Maybe like the gym cannot be accessible for a minute or something. Enough time for the person to get their Pokemon ready to go and then drop it in. But even then, it's still going to be a little bit of a race, but at least, the person who fought for it would have somewhat of a chance, Other situations, what was it that I have written down here? Nintendo's stock definitely fucking shot up. Like that was it.
Oh my
Someone said
goodness.
around like 20%. I don't know if that's like the actual number, but I wouldn't believe it.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's so. What happened was this past Friday, Nintendo stock, and you can actually look this up online, went up 9%, just in Friday alone. Then this past Monday, yesterday, it went up a total of
Jesus
25%.
Christ.
Is share wealth. And the number that it actually went up, and drum roll, if you had one, I would definitely ask for it right now.
Just go. I need a fucking soundboard.
The number of their worth that it increased was 7.5 billion with the B.
Wow.
7.5
That would have
billion.
been like the perfect investment. I'm pretty sure people knew about it too.
Like, I believe Nintendo's still privately owned, so we're screwed regardless.
That's even better. That like they're
So I mean,
banking right now. It's a fucking free app on top of it, and like I think within like the weekend and like plus days, I think they made up to like 10 million or some shit like that. It was like I don't know. The numbers are fucking crazy. Like they're already making so much money off the microtransactions alone that I'm just surprised. They might even beat out Blizzard at some point. Like
Yeah, I'm actually looking at the numbers right here. The 5 days. I mean, they went from 14,390 all the way up to right now they're at 22,425. I mean, a high of
wow.
22,860.
Yeah, they're
goodness.
definitely bankrolling right now. And that brings me into the microtransactions because, I'm going to switch to the app real quick for this part because I need to look at these things.
Switched off because I've been playing the whole
Oh,
time.
yeah. I know you're ready to go. Like, why are you switched off? Why would you even turn it off? Are you mad, sir? Like, you can't be serious. But in the Pokemon shop, they have your Pikachu coins, or are they called Pikachu coins, or what are we calling them? Pokecoins. Never mind.
I
They
don't know.
just
I
have
haven't
his
even
face for
thought
some
about that.
reason.
Pokecoins.
Because he's the
Yeah.
popular one. So they give you a
Yep.
range of balls that you can buy. That's cool. I wanted some extra balls. I'm gonna buy balls. Incense.
You love you some balls.
Incense. That one, what was it? That's pretty much the one that brings the Pokemon to you. That's cool. No problem. I can capture more Pokemon, level up a little bit, get those Pokemon ready to go. Lucky eggs are your experience boosters. You have lure modules, which is uh, I don't know, it feels so basic when it comes down to lure modules versus incense. Because lure modules you get to camp out at a spot and you get all these Pokemon, but for some reason it just seems like we get a lot of retarded ass Pokemon. It's just like Rattatas, your Pidgeys. Luckily today we got like a Drowsy and a Flareon pop up, and that was pretty good. That's as good as I've ever seen it though. Egg incubators, bag upgrades, which I am going to need because of my camping at admin.
Yes.
Pokemon storage upgrade, maybe not. I'm probably gonna end up doing that at some point because I like to leave my
Later on.
Pokemon around because I saw everybody do this whole thing. It's like, oh yeah, give all your Pokemon up to Professor Willow. If you can, try not to because I've been able to knock out like the Rattatas. I evolve them all to Eradicates once I have enough like was it candies to do it because that's 500 experience points towards your level. That's it. Every time you do that. And I think it's 12 or 25 it takes to go into Eradicate. It's really cheap. But it's worth it to keep at least Eradicates or well Rattatas to evolve into Eradicates. And then you have your Pokecoins so you can buy them out. I'm kind of hoping at some point they actually start selling these in card forms so I can actually do a giveaway with this.
Oh, they will.
If they sell these things in cards forms like at GameStop, that's my new, my powerful words
Oh
points
yeah,
because you know me,
you're done.
I need that.
Like I can
I
see
need
the
that.
first screenshot of your like Poke Shop. It's gonna have like 38,000 coins just sitting there, and you're like, God, do I need more balls? More.
More balls. What the one thing that I did like to see about Pokemon is it's bringing together gamers again. I love that. I love anytime we're able to bring different people together, and then you didn't realize it. In no other circumstance would you have ever either engaged in conversation with that person or had a reason to talk to them, but the game's bonding you together. And there are images and Snapchats. I just saw it a couple of before we got on that there was a Pokemon Go extravaganza Snapchat story and it's random people all over the place that are just like at libraries, at parks, at just different
Thank you for
places, and they're
that
just
follow,
gathered together on
sir
their
or
phones, and
ma'am.
they're like Pokemon Go, yeah, Pokemon Go, and then it's just nuts seeing all these different people like bond together. I think it's great.
No, and it's funny too because like when last night we had this idea, we were like, you know what, we're gonna go to Lake Eola and we're gonna watch, what's going on out there. I didn't think it was gonna be as serious as it was like day 1 or 2. So we got out there and we already started seeing cars coming up. You already saw lures all over the place. Hey, what's going on, Rise Tweak? Was it lures are all over the place. People are fighting for all the gyms. There's a gym in the middle of the lake, like that situation Johnny was talking about, and I thought somebody was gonna take a boat for that. But what was crazy was that there's people walking around. Like we're walking around the lake. At one point, it's like me, my fiance, and our roommate, and these group of girls come up and they're like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna drop a lure right here. Hang out." And we're like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Like, fuck, we could be social for a little while, I guess. But then they pulled out cigarettes, so I walked away. I do not give in to peer pressure, sir. But anyways, it's really bringing the community together, and I like that it's doing. I love the fact that it's doing it, because Pokemon's been trying to get you out of the fucking house for a minute. They've been doing it back when we had the little cables and shit for like the regular Game Boy. Like, hey, you want to trade your fucking Squirtle for that Charmander your friend has next door? Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to him now.
Speaking of segues, I can't wait till they get the trading into this game.
Oh god, that's gonna be crazy. Like the trading situation, once they start the trading situation, that's gonna even be more interactions with the people out there. Because take example for Lake Eola, like the hotspot for us, everybody's gonna be talking. And if there's some way or format that you could find out what they have in their pocket, you might have to talk to this person. Like, hey, there goes that extremely ugly person that I might have to talk to, because he has a Vulpix and I don't. But he's looking for this. And I'm pretty sure Facebook sites are going to start supporting these. They're going to put up those trades. I'm already in a Pokemon Go Orlando site. Someone invited me to a New York one. I was like, I don't know if you knew I moved a few years back, but thanks. But we have a lot going on right now that can happen as far as future situations. A lot of us want to see the battles. I'm pretty sure it's going to be personal battles, because everything is riding on like that interaction. Trading's riding on interaction. We're getting the battles at some point, hopefully, with that interaction. And that's pretty much how it's going to go. Is it ever going to go to the point where we can do it online in a worldwide sort of state? Possibly. Maybe you might have to pay like a monthly fee. I don't know. But
I don't know. I could see Nintendo going the you have to talk to the people around you to trade.
Because that's their thing.
Maybe
that's all they've ever done. What was it? Didn't they have something like that on like the 3DS? Like it would like pick up people and shit, like, and put them inside your DS for some reason. Like,
the Street Pass.
Well, it's all about connecting. It's all about getting you out there and getting around. I've clocked in like, I don't even know. Like I want to say like not a few, like maybe like 20 plus miles in this game already. Like it's not even. It's like this is like the most I've gone out too. Like I've got sunburn. I don't do sun.
Dude.
Don't.
Pokemon Go's gonna make you fit.
I'm gonna go check myself on the scale, and I'm pretty sure I've lost a couple of pounds too. Like it's a wrap.
Dude, you're gonna be giving up that sweater vest in
Pokemon
no time.
Go's that's it. The sweater vest is gone because of Pokemon Go. And it's cool. I like where they're going with it. Like I said, they're probably the fucking first fight for child obesity at this rate. One of the craziest experiences I had, especially for interaction, was the type of people that are playing. So we already have us, us gamer heads. We're gamers. We play. We're definitely going to get into this because this is a part of our past, some of us, for Pokemon. I ran into a family of 4. I was heading outside. Apparently, I saw a Pokemon I wanted to get. So I ran outside. It's past like, I think it was like 10 o'clock or something like that. I see a family of 4. They're on their phones. I didn't think anything of it. I just kept walking. So when I'm walking around, I'm looking around for this Pokemon. I can't find it. I'm looking. Trying to figure out how, the steps work. This is where I learned about, the 100, I think it was like 150 meters going down and all that stuff and whatnot, depending on the steps. I figured out how that worked out. So I started like homing in. I think it was a Grimer I was looking for. And I see this family again. One of the kids whispered, these kids were like probably like 18, 19, whispers out, "Hey, I think he's playing." I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what are they doing? Like, are they serious? And I guess like the father, this guy looks like he was literally like, you know, hitting into his 50s. Gray hair, everything, like the salt pepper gray hair. And he looks back at me. Oh,
Hey, what are you
now
trying to say?
he looks back at me. And he's like, "Yeah, he is playing. Hey, son, what are you looking for? What Pokemon are you looking for?" And I'm shocked. I'm done. This guy is like 50 years old and he wants to know what Pokemon I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for somebody to get cut
That's
over
going
a
to
Pokemon.
happen. And that's definitely leading me into my next part of this podcast. Gang wars.
Oh,
So,
man.
first off, we already know our gang colors, right? We know our gang colors. And we're hoping that they don't take it to that point. But I'm pretty sure they have at some point in time, because we already know some of our gang bangers out there with your reds and your blues and your yellows, all associated to some gang. And I'm pretty sure that it's not going to come to that, like, it's not going to get that serious. It might happen maybe once or twice. I don't think it's going to become an issue, though. That's where I'm going to go with this. Because we already have all the memes that are making fun of each one. My favorite was I think it was like a Simpson meme where two of them like roll like objects down the bus, and one had an apple that was for Team Valor. The other one had a ball. It was blue for Team Mystic. And then this retarded ass kid drops a banana. It was for Team Instinct. And it was like, yeah, he's not getting far. A lot of fucking things about Team Instinct is all to do with retardation for some reason. I don't know if I joined the right team, but I'm going to stay with my decision at this point. Not like I had a choice.
I feel like your decision was just because, and I feel like Team Instinct for me was the best choice because without even coordinating, you know, all of the different groups of people that I know, majority of the people that I know all picked Instinct. So I feel like we're very
Oh,
like-minded.
yeah. For me, it would worked out if I was living out there. My problem was that everybody out here went Valor or Mystic.
And all a little slow.
And the people that I've spoken to, like, what was it, that are like, I guess like my following, so to say, they're all following me into Team Instinct. What was it, everybody out here at least. And I didn't know what the teams were supposed to be about at first. I thought it was, hey, just pick a color. And I'm thinking I want an electric Pokemon. And that's a Zapdos. So maybe, oh, and it's lightning outside. So hit the yellow button. That's why I picked Team Instinct. It was instinct. That's it. Like, that's the only reason why I picked it, in all honesty. Like, I didn't really have much of a choice at that point. It was just lightning, and I pressed the button. James, what did you pick? Johnny!
I am still level 3.
You're still level 3.
You're just poking fun at me because I have been stuck on a couch for the past.
No, that one was an
4
honest
days.
question. No lie.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a lot of incense. So
Yep.
with the teams running around, so far there's no real way to find out who's on what teams when you head out to these meetups and whatnot, like Yola, or the situation you had over, what was it, where you were at Frozone. But
Yuma.
we're hoping to see that the battles are going to represent your colors, because that's going to be where it happens. Or when you trade a Pokemon. Like, I would love for someone who's very proud as a Valor
Tattoo.
person to be like, hey, look.
Well, I'm not
Yeah,
trading
like
with
this.
the
Hey,
Team
you wanted his
Instinct.
Pikachu so bad, but hey, this is a Team Instinct associated Pikachu.
I could never
I
have a
can
Team
never.
Instinct
Like, how
Pikachu.
could you? You're not worthy. So it's like we're almost hoping that that's not going to be the case, because I'm going to get upset too.
Oh, speaking of Pikachu, I almost got up and out of the house because I saw a
I'm
Pikachu on my
not
map.
surprised.
I almost did, but then I was like,
I think
no,
out
it's
of the
way too much pain.
group, one guy has a Pikachu, and that's it. No, two.
For those of you playing at home, I have back issues, so I've been kind of stuck in one
Yeah, you
place for
got
a while.
shanked for a Pokemon.
That's why you're gonna need all those incense.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to stock
Exactly.
up on some more.
So, yeah.
Connection lost. Connected.
So, like with the whole, oh man, the gang thing. So 20 years ago, right? This is the 20th year of Pokemon. 20 years ago, when Pokemon first came out, I remember my first game being Pokemon Red. Why? Because I just enjoyed the color red. Red Ferraris, red cars. Red was my color. Man, if you were caught playing Pokemon Red in the wrong neighborhood, it was a thing. It was a thing. You were losing that game. Like, that game wasn't going to be yours. Or you were about to get cut, or I hope you can run really fast. And I know we've evolved society so far in the last 20 years, but ignorance still remains. I just want people to actually just be safe out there. Like, just be smart. There are reports of, people luring people for, criminal activities, by putting lures down and things like that. Just be safe when you play Pokemon. Don't go outside by yourself if you don't know how to fight or take care of yourself at 1 o'clock in the morning because, you saw a couple of lures at a nice spot that you think you can go to. Just be smart about it and have fun. And honestly, go with a group. Like you can find a group of people that's playing the game. Just roll
Yeah,
together.
seriously, definitely take care of yourselves out there because it like after that situation where we heard it was like a squad of 4 would set up lures in like an area that was like no one really goes to. You really have to be careful because it's dangerous out there. Like seriously, I'm surprised half of the people in New York are playing this shit because I wouldn't even take out my phone out there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but out here I feel a little more comfortable.
Well,
but
like
at the same time, hearing about like fucking people like breaking, what was it? I think they were like breaking into houses lately. Like I'm still like fuck.
Well, Orlando has a higher crime rate
I wouldn't
than
be
New York,
surprised
right?
at this rate after what I've seen on TV. Like Florida alone is like terrible. But I don't think they're hunting the Pokemon people. Not yet.
No, not yet. But yeah, just like the loading screen says, always be aware of your surroundings. Don't do anything stupid just because you've got a phone in your hand and you're watching the Pokemon. Don't do that.
Yeah, and
That's
don't
just
get hit
dumb.
by a car. God, then you won't be able to walk out your house to get that fucking Pikachu. Hey, you didn't get hit by a car though.
Hey.
let it. You
Yes,
got
I
hit by a
did
car?
actually. Well, I was inside my car, but yes,
Oh,
I
is that
got
how
hit by a
this all
car.
happened? Wow, I
Yeah, I was
totally
rear-ended
nailed it.
sitting
I
at a
should play the
fucking
lotto
stoplight.
tonight. That is, oh man. Well, we hope you get better, sir.
Well, tell you what, if you can say my name right, you can go play
I
the
will,
lottery.
probably by the end of this night. I might say your name correctly. But the future of this. Whoop.
Yeah, I mean, there's reports of people, doing stupid stuff already, and it's not even been out for a
Nope.
week yet. I mean, what a police department has already issued a statement saying, don't come into the police department looking for Pokemon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because people are just wandering in, like, hey,
And wasn't
there's
that in
Pokemon
Australia
here.
alone? Like that was where they first popped up too. And they already
Yeah,
had that issue.
yeah.
Like it was not even like I think that issue was given out like literally 3 hours when the game came out, and not all of us had it. Like it was that serious.
Oh yeah, it was definitely before I had it that I read that story.
Oh my god.
Though I'm pretty sure that my town ceded from the United States for a little while because
That's probably why they gave it to us at night.
Android kept telling me that it was not available in my country, yet everyone
Well,
around me
because
had
you
it.
had your own country at this point, apparently. I have no idea why that did not work for you, but now you do, and that's great. And now a lot of people
Yes.
do, and that's obscene. It's putting not games, but they're putting like apps like Twitter and Tinder. Like apparently, according to one of these guys I was listening to, he was talking about basically the message out there is a lot of people want to go out hunting Pokemon instead of hooking up now. Like,
Oh God, I can see it now.
they're like, if there was a way to, bring up both, that'd be hilarious. But
It's like,
funny.
yes, I'm into long walks on the beach, and if you're a part of Team Instinct, we can go and
Exactly.
find some
There you go.
Pokemon.
That's a date right there. That is a definite date right there. And I'm pretty sure it's being done because I can only imagine in like these hot spots where like a lot of people, connect or whatever, there's going to be that point, especially when trading starts up. It's like, hey, you have that Pikachu. I got a Charmander. You want to trade? Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, so do you come here often? Like,
Hey, is that a Pokeball in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
so, these situations are definitely going to occur, and people are going to use this as an excuse to, go that extra mile. And it's funny because that Pokemon is going to be the icebreaker, even though this is supposed to be a child's game. It's definitely an icebreaker to build families.
Oh, it's going to lead in. It's going to lead to sex.
Oh yeah,
It
and
will
then
lead to sex.
that midnight
Yeah.
cuddle, and then a Pikachu appears outside. That guy's running out naked, gone.
I believe it is a thing where Pokemon Go is now bigger
No, it
than
is.
Tinder.
It is. They have the stats
yeah,
or
it
something. It's
definitely
all
is.
like Android stats, but it's a whole lot bigger than Tinder, I think, at the moment, and it's running up on Twitter now.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Well, it is currently the most downloaded app on Android. I'm not sure about iPhone,
Yeah,
but
they said
definitely
something
Android.
along the lines that it's sketchy to find like I guess the stats for iPhones for some reason, but Android is
Yeah.
iPhone, Apple's
yeah, they don't
very
want you to
secretive
they
about
don't want you to
everything.
know how many people are really paying Pokemon. But apparently the phone base, I guess in America, I don't know if it's America or worldwide, 58% Android. So that's a lot of numbers to begin with all the people running around with a
Yeah.
telephone on an Android device are playing Pokemon right now. Right now. Yeah.
As we speak.
And right now, my fiance is trying to capture a Pokemon, but she cannot do it, and she's getting very upset.
Tell her
I
she
am not
sucks
going
at
to say
life.
that. I almost did,
Oh,
though. I'm not
man.
going to lie to you, but
Tell her Johnny Utah says she sucks at life.
she doesn't need to know. She's going to see this video anyways, and she's going to be like, what the fuck? Like, so, cutting into the future for this game, we already see that trading is going to happen. Trading is going to be a big thing.
Yes.
We're hoping to see, the battles. I want to see some battles. I want to see some personal battles, of course. And I want to see a couple of changes that I've thought about over the time. I don't know if I wrote it down anywhere, but when you give up a Pokemon to Professor Willow, they give you, I think it's like one candy back for that Pokemon. So there's two changes I kind of hope to see, or something, kind of close to it. The candies that you get back, they need to stop giving it like, what was it like? Let's say you have a Rattata, you give that up, you get a Rattata candy. Instead of having it specific to a Pokemon, they should go like candy specifics to their types, in my opinion. Because it's a pain where I have a bunch of Rattatas and I cannot get an Eevee for the life of me. So I'm kind of hoping they do something to kind of justify that. Also, the only times you can get dust is when you capture a Pokemon, when you, I don't know if you get it if you evolve. I don't think so. No.
No, you don't.
You get it when you get one out of an egg, you get some dust. And you get a shit ton of dust out of the eggs too. I think it's because of the egg.
In there?
But and if you claim a gym and use the shield, you can get one. One of the things that they recommended as far as the gyms are concerned is to try to collect as many gyms as you can and then hit the button. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna drive around for a bunch of gyms and then next thing you know, once I get down the block, I lost that one gym behind me. Like, I would be highly upset. I think the only way I can probably pull it off is at the airport where they have the two gyms right there, and have Team Instinct just like grab one gym and then I'll grab the other and then I can join both and then hit the button. And that's like an easy, I think it's like 1,000 Stardust with like 20 coins. But I would like to
Hmm.
see that if you donate, I guess, a Pokemon to Professor Willow, you get like, maybe like 50 Stardust or 100, something kind of balances it, because we're not getting as much Stardust as we need to kind of catch up. Like, basically, I'm running around capturing Pokemon I don't need. Um,
Okay.
Something
Yeah.
else, because I know the experience is gonna get slower at some point. I don't know if we have a level cap, but if we do, that's good. But if we don't, I'm afraid of how we're gonna try to get experience later on. Like, are we gonna have to like force feed ourselves all these lucky eggs in order to get
Yes.
there? And that's gonna be
Yeah,
a
I think so.
problem.
Make an omelet.
But a lucky
Lucky
omelet, that'd be
omelet.
great. That should be 200% right there. They should at least have it where well, it's like, I want to say like each step you take, they give you like five. What was it, like five? What's it called? Like experience points. So it kind of like, as you're walking, because you're doing a lot of walking, and sometimes like we walked from the apartment to Walmart and back, and literally to show for it, we had like 2 Pokemon, and that was it. And it kind of sucks, that you did that for like what, 200 dust,
Yeah.
couple of experience points, and then a couple of like candies and whatnot. So as far as experience points is concerned, it's better, like, to see it done as far as like your steps, and you get like a little bit here and a little bit there, and I guess it clocks it all in, at the end of the day or something like that, and then you get that bonus. Do you guys
Well,
go
one
ahead?
thing that I would really love to see is being able to watch one of the battles. Once they come out with battles between people, being able to watch that in the augmented reality, I think that'd be
I
really
that
cool.
that's a step right there too. I would love to see it, especially like not personal battles, but especially like gym battles, because you can kind of
Yeah.
see that something's going on at a gym. Like, I've seen, like, if you look at a gym, you're gonna see like tornadoes and like lightning and shit happen, and things are not kosher over there for some reason. But when you click on it, it still shows like, these people still have it at this point or something like that. It doesn't tell you what's going on or who's invading. I would like to see something, you know what I mean? To let me know who's next, who's
Yeah.
actually doing that. You know what I mean? I would like to know. I don't want to like see, let's say like for example, like, Frozone owns a gym, and Johnny over here is trying to take his gym, but then I swoop in. Yeah, thank
Bravo,
you.
sir.
And I swoop in and I take the gym. People outside are gonna think I whooped Frozone's ass, and all I did was just put a Pikachu there that was like level 2, and that was probably all I had too. You know what I mean? So I would like to see that, this is the guy that whooped, this is the guy who really fought for the gym, or who was actually fighting for the gym at the time. Something to acknowledge that person, because this game right now, as far as the gym battles are concerned, it's bragging rights. You get a couple of dust points and bragging rights, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Johnny, what would you like to see in the future other than the augmented randomness?
Honestly, that pretty much what you said, and bug fixes obviously, because but the augmented reality portion of it, that's what I want to see expanded upon, because I love augmented reality crap. I'm a nerd. All right, I'll say it. I'm a fucking nerd, and I would love to see more augmented reality in a lot of things we do. I mean, could you imagine if this game had come out with Google Glass? I mean,
What
seriously,
was it? Is Google Glass even
how
out
amazing
though?
would that have been? It was a failed project. They never went
Oh,
anywhere with it.
because if this game was connected to Google Glass and did what we've seen,
That'd be a
like,
problem.
as far as, and I hope someone out there, some crazy fucking nerd, scientist, whatever they call it, is doing this for us where it's on your glasses, and hope to God it doesn't give you cancer, because this would be a great experience. Because if you've seen in the trailer that I posted up, the original trailer, I'm not talking about the new one that came out to show you what we're doing now. But if we can see anything close to what we saw in that one trailer, this game is going to blow everything out of proportion. People are going to stay out of their house. Some people won't come back home. Babe, are you cheating on me? No, I am capturing this Pikachu. And you need to calm the fuck down.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Apparently, Microsoft has said that Pokemon Go is gold for HoloLens, which is their augmented reality.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I might cry a little bit.
I think Microsoft has they have their hardware seller right there. If they can get Pokemon Go on HoloLens, they're gonna sell a shitload of them.
That'll be perfect.
Can we just shut down productivity in America right now?
You said what? Say that again?
Just shut down all productivity
seriously,
in America
like,
if that happens.
And what's funny is, like, all right, you have HoloLens, right? If that comes out, it's perfect. One of the things that's out there at this point that's sold out completely, the PokeWatch, or I think it's Pokemon Go Plus. That's what they call it. And
yes,
it's sold out everywhere. And it's sold out so bad to the point where, like, my GameStop was only able to get one out. That's it. I didn't even know it worked like that in GameStop. Like, hey, we only got one out, and that's it. That's all we're getting in this house. Down the block, they probably got like two. So these things are gone off the bat, and they're supposed to make the game a lot easier. There hasn't been any concrete like video for this to show you how it all works out. But for the most part, it's supposed to keep your phone in your pocket, probably saving you some battery life, of course. And you can capture Pokemon that you've already seen, well, already captured before. The new ones, you won't be able to do it. You have to actually still hunt them down on your phone, which is good. Gives it a sense of challenge, because I wouldn't like to steer away from the phone. The phone experience is entertaining, especially when that Pokemon kind of walks away from you. But yeah, what was it? Pokemon Go Plus is out. It's sold out. It's supposed to come out, I think, like by the end of this month at some point.
Yes.
And I don't know when they're gonna come up with any more. I'm kind of hoping, I'm gonna listen in to see if they actually have any more orders, or hopefully I might get lucky. But now they're like triple priced on like eBay. It's terrible. It's like $35. It's like, yeah, I'll sell that to you for like $500. Yeah. You want to play some Pokemon? You got 500 on you?
Yeah, I was just looking at Amazon right now. It's currently unavailable, and they have no idea when more is coming back in stock.
It's terrible. It's that bad right now. It's literally that bad. I kind of hope they
yeah, and it's not
like,
even,
it's not
come
even
out
out.
yet.
Like, I mean, it's almost the same situation with what was it, PlayStation VR, but at least they had times where they were like, hey, look, boom, we have another shipment and it's gone. So I won't be seeing PlayStation VR anytime soon.
Nope.
Well, it kind of reminds me of the Wii when it first came out. I mean, if you remember, nobody could get their hands on one.
Wow.
Yeah, it did. I honestly thought Nintendo did it on purpose. Like, that thing was sold out constantly. There were people paying 400% on the price to get that thing for their kids.
Christ.
Yeah, and like months after Christmas. I mean,
yeah, we're talking about spring, summer.
Yeah, coming into July, you could still not find one on the stores anywhere.
That to me, I'm shocked, because I remember PlayStation 4 was kind of that. It had that same situation, but it wasn't as serious, though, in my opinion. Or was it? Because I had one since the beginning.
PlayStation right after Christmas. PlayStation right after Christmas, you could walk into a Best Buy and pick one up. It wasn't. It was a huge seller, but they had the supply for it.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, hopefully they do get these Pokemon watches out, because I would like one. I also would like to see with our smartwatches for our iOS users, our Android users, I want to see something taken advantage of on that watch. And I know there has to be at some point. Most likely it's going to happen on Android first, because they're that open source, and I feel that because they're using Google Maps, so I want to say for the most part, Nintendo and Pokemon are favoring into Android. and it might be the decision that, makes or breaks the iPhone situation right now. But I'm not gonna switch phones anytime soon. Nope, not today. Not this guy.
Well, I was just looking. I just did a quick search, and it seems to be a lot of people think that since they're selling their own wearable, they might not do the whole, putting their program onto other wearables, or allowing them to communicate with other wearables. So that might put a kibosh on
Oh, hey,
that.
Alejandro N7. Welcome to the chat. Anyways, you're right. They're probably not gonna do anything. I want to say I have hope for it, but at the same time, I just want that watch. I'm very jealous.
I mean, I would love to see it on some kind of wearable. I myself wear a Pebble, and I would love to have
Oh no,
something
yeah,
like
like
that on there.
well, apparently, because you could wear it, like you could clip it onto your clothes also. So I would probably clip it
Yeah,
to my
thank God, because
uniform,
I would not wear that on my wrist.
and yeah, I was definitely gonna wear that with my uniform at some point in time. Hopefully, no one would question it. I've seen worse.
Yeah, you just put it
Yeah, of
on under
course.
your sweater
Yeah,
vest.
there you go. Something comes up. I think it like vibrates or something like that. You press the button. There you go.
Yeah, it'll vibrate, the light will flash, and
Oh,
then you
there you
press the
see.
button.
That's perfect. I would love that. Yeah, now I'm very upset. I'm just gonna take a moment. All right, lure modules. What was it? Are definitely gonna be a thing. Also, where I'm kind of hoping to see better Pokemon at some point, or at least like if you have like a 30-minute lure module, at least have that lure module attract like one like awesome Pokemon for some reason, whatever that might be, because when you sit there for 30 minutes at a spot and all you see is a bunch of bugs and they're not the cool ones like Scyther, it does definitely like it feels like a waste at the same time. The same thing with the incense, but then I don't want it to be abused, I guess. I don't know. There's going to be a balance at some point.
Well, I can tell you after using or playing the game with only incense, it is a pain in the ass. You put the incense on, and then you wait, and you wait, and the most I ever got was like 6 Pokemons in a half an hour, and none of them were good. It was a bunch of Pidgeys and
It's just like an
Rattatas.
infestation in your house. Like
It was, I swear to God, I looked down and there was a Rattata on my lap.
One thing for definite, this needs to be somehow, because in my opinion, this is how it should have worked. The eggs, when you're hatching your eggs, you have to have the phone on, it's awake and all that, whatever. And you have to walk, of course, and get that going. Problem is, I would like to walk, like, let's say I don't want to capture any Pokemon, or maybe I'm busy throughout the day, doing my job and whatnot. I want to be credited for all the walking I do on my egg without having to have my phone on.
Yes. Yes.
Well, is the Pokemon Go Plus thing, is that gonna
I want to
help with that?
say it because it technically what was it? You're walking around, it's gonna find those Pokemon. It's gonna tell you on the Pokemon Go Plus. So what I'm assuming is at that point when it does come out, they would have fixed that situation. So you could probably still do it on your phone. If not, it's gonna be like that extension to let the phone know, like, hey, this guy's walking and he's walking a lot. So you better hatch those eggs.
Yeah, that's one thing that kind of pissed me off, because I've got an egg in an incubator, and I was walking around at work because I have to. Got nothing for it. I was like at 0.2 meters. You
Oh
gotta be
yeah, I
freaking
had
kidding
pretty
me.
much hit it under the clipboard when I was going around to get data, and I left it on under the clipboard, walking around, and I hatched 2 eggs that day. I was very proud of myself.
I hate you so much
But
right
I
now.
had to hide the phone under the clipboard. That like the extremes you have to go for Pokemon Go.
I still hate you so much.
Well,
I loathe you, sir. I
ooh,
loathe you.
thank you for the follow, Wicked Andre W1.
Thank you, Andre.
All right, Wicked Andrew, thank you for playing. And hope you stick around for next week where we talk about what will we talk about?
I don't know, whatever the fuck
I feel
happens
like it
next
might
week.
be Pokemon
That's
related.
true.
Sir, it might still
Probably
be talking
like an
about
update
Pokemon
to
Go.
it at this point,
That's
because
true.
in all honesty, like last week we were supposed to have a show out and it fucked up because all we had was PSN. That was it. PSN came with 2 shitty games and we were like, oh, you're damn right the code worked. I fucking
Yeah.
bought it. I just fucking scratched it.
You just
No,
want
I
to
know.
make sure
I'm
you
pretty
weren't lying
sure.
to
Like
him.
the other guy was like, "Oh, when am I getting my code?" And I'm like, "I sent it to you." And he just kept going, and I was like, Did you use it?" He was like, "Oh, no, I'll use it now." What? Like who are these people that watch me? But anyways, yes, the codes will work every week.
Hey, don't make
Unless
fun of your
there's like
user
some
base,
secret
alright?
that they have like a scam or something. I don't know. But yes, every week I'm gonna try to give away $10 for either PSN. I'm probably gonna do it PayPal, but I don't know if many people have PayPal. It's easier to just give out codes, a whole lot easier.
Let's do Bitcoin.
Is that acceptable?
Here we go.
We're gonna have to talk about that off camera because I have no idea what that is. I've heard of it
Really? You
before,
don't know
but I
what
didn't know
Bitcoin
people
is?
use it. Like I thought that was like one of those
Yeah.
things that are done.
No, it's still used and it's still worth more than $1.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Scary.
All right. Well, we will see you guys next week. We will have some random content for you. We might be covering a little more of the No Man's Sky type of thing of what's going on, because that's kind of the closest game coming up that's actually, like, I guess, important to some of us.
Do
What happened?
want. I
Yeah,
said
we
want.
all do want. Yeah, we're getting off. Sorry, sir. Some of us.
Whoa, that's a personal question, man.
we are leaving, but yes, this show will go, and you can go re-watch the show a couple of times if you miss us. But we will be back next week, and some of us stream throughout the week. I think myself. I don't know if Frozone's streaming still. Are you?
I need to get back into it. I've fallen off, but I'm about to start some things, and I might do some crazy giveaways.
There we go.
To support
That's
it.
exactly how you do it.
And nobody knows how to find me because I have names all over the
Johnny
map.
Utah, Bob Saget, 13 Ways,
13 Ways, Delirium Nocturnum.
like 918543. Like, what? Anyways, we are out. Thank you for watching, guys. Enjoy.
Okay.
Bye-bye.